Since the inception of hip-hop, artists have always adapted new styles and sounds for their music. Within the past few years, a new wave of South Asian artists have emerged and are using their culture as a basis for their music. Coming from Canada, the UK, and the United States, their unique sounds have created this UrbIndian movement. We set out to meet these artists and made it a mission to shed some light on how they created their music. How does their cultural background reflect upon their style of music?
My name is Ceylon, representing Giddeon Force, East Bay Politics, Hungry Brothers Boom Sound. For me, it's a blessing and it's a great joy to see South Asian cats involved in hip hop. Because for me, coming up, you know, early '90s, mid '90s and stuff, I pretty much was dang near the only person of that color. You know, you might have a couple other cats, you know, not necessarily that color, but of that culture. I mean, you know, South Asian guys involved within hip hop.
My name is Pree Mayall. The average South Asian artist is now more mainstream than anything before. And I think it's really ill because now, like, the new generation's taking over, the older's kind of wiping away, and we're coming out with better quality music, better entertainment overall. So I met with Push, I want to say about early last year. Working with Push was a whole different experience because my perception on South Asian rappers was kind of I mean, not to sound rude, but it was kind of dirty. Like, I just thought they were kind of whack in general. But Push turned out to be like really ill. He brought a whole different flavor, and honestly, I think he just made my music 10 times better.
My name's Push, aka Shawn Cayce. Well, I got with Pree because we have a mutual friend. And like right when we met, we instantly clicked and did a few records. It was just good chemistry because like, I like the way he works. It's quick. He's like, let's keep making records and keep making music. And I kind of like that. Just keep, just keep moving on, keep the ball rolling. The main thing is I rap about my life. Like I'm not insecure about using like really like, you know, intimate or like really like, explicit details about my life.
Well, a lot of my music pertains to girls. But I also do throw in a lot of my own personal stories. The Dole, honestly, it basically molded my whole music career. Like the Dole is like the base for any Punjabi song or any Punjabi track in general, and it's just crazy. Like, you know, being a Doli for so long really helped me produce the music that I come out with today. It really brings out a lot of the Punjabi flavor in today's modern music.
You can tell by a lot of the artists that how good they are at it, that they've been doing it for a long time.
And brains in the heart of all flesh. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. While the heathen rage, now let freedom rest. Cause they couldn't never curse who shall bless.
Back in the days, you'd have to have your cassette tape and be on Telegraph Avenue in front of Rasputins or Amoeba slanging your tapes, you know what I mean? A lot of cats, even like Hieroglyphics and Living Legends, I used to be with them while they were slaying their tapes. I was kind of a younger generation, but you know, I came out with my first tape, cassette tape in '98. We had to actually physically be there, you know what I mean? So it was a lot more foot soldiering going on back in the day, or what we used to call dirt hustling. So now it's internet, you know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily a bad thing because now we have that ability for the whole world to tune into our music, you know what I'm saying? As long as we put it out there in the right venue online, they could, you know, basically log on and download it and get with it.
I just think that the networking is the explosion. Like that just recently happened. Like people weren't networking or conversing. Like I literally met everybody in like the past 6 months. I think it's beautiful at the end of the day that people can literally have their own independent movements, and you don't have to like oblige to a label and, you know, conform your music.
Inner Vibe basically was like a group of friends. We had this idea of like bringing like Punjabi music with a mixture of modern music and doing it ourselves, because that time, you know, big record labels, that was the only way to get your stuff out. So we were like, all right, we got to find a way, find like some kind of derivative to get this stuff out right away. Ever since, Inner Vibe's been pushing all of my music, pushing a lot of different other artists, you know, backing them with production, stuff like that.
I'm a god like Goshen. Used to hang with Ocean, used to hang with Hazard, used to hang with Sue too. Now I'm back with Sudo, transfer like Bluetooth.
What I'm rapping about, what my style is today, it might be different a year from now. Like I've dropped 7 mixtapes, and each mixtape I've kind of had a different style, different rhyme. You know, it's kind of like just getting better and experimenting. As artists, it's a science. You know, you're always experimenting and trying to find new ways to express yourself.
You know, create your own niche and do something original. You don't have to play off your culture as being some kind of gimmick, but just do you know what I mean? And you got to live the message you speak. Basically, you have to walk the talk, you know? And that's what I strive to do.
I think the biggest struggle for any Doli to switch into becoming an artist later on is acceptance. You know, for you to be accepted as an artist. A lot of times people see you as a rhythmist or a percussionist. People say, okay, that's all he can probably do. But they probably don't know the background. Like, okay, this guy has been doing music since he was 7 years old. He can play like 10 different instruments. It doesn't really make a difference. But they don't know that.
It's like my mom always says, like, music is spice of life. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever we eat, we always have our spices, and like it's kind of like it accents our lifestyle.
Music has the ability to change the world.